Adam lived an ordinary life in a quiet city. By day, he worked as an assistant in a small company office. His desk sat near the back wall, where stacks of papers leaned, and the hum of computers never stopped. He was diligent and careful, the kind of worker who noticed every detail and never missed a deadline. His manager often said, "Adam, I can always rely on you." But though he appreciated the trust, Adam's heart longed for more. He dreamed of becoming a leader, of standing in front of people and sharing ideas that mattered. He imagined himself giving a clear presentation, guiding a team, and hearing applause not for fixing mistakes, but for inspiring progress. At night, when he walked home, he sometimes pictured himself on a stage, speaking confidently. Yet, when morning came, his courage shrank back into silence. Adam's greatest enemy was hesitation. Over the years, opportunities had appeared, but he had let them slip through his fingers. Once, his boss asked, "Adam, do you want to present our results at the team meeting?" His heart pounded, his throat tightened, and he shook his head. "Not this time," he said. Another time, a friend invited him to join a local debate club. Adam almost agreed, but then fear whispered, "You are not ready yet," and he refused. Each time he delayed, he told himself the same comforting lie. "Next time, I will be ready, next time." But next time never came. Months passed, years passed. His dream remained in his mind, but never reached the world. One evening, as Adam locked the office door, he met his old neighbor, Mr. Patel, a retired sports coach who lived nearby. They walked together for a while. Mr. Patel asked gently, "Adam, how is life? Are you chasing your dream?" Adam laughed awkwardly. "I still have the dream, but I am waiting for the right moment." The old man stopped walking and looked him in the eyes. "Do you know what destroys more dreams than failure?" Adam shook his head. "Delay," Mr. Patel said firmly. "Opportunities don't wait for you. They come suddenly, without warning, and they disappear quickly. You must act when the door opens. If you hesitate, the door closes forever." That night, Adam could not sleep. The words echoed in his mind. Opportunities don't wait. He thought of all the times he had said no. He remembered the regret that followed, the heavy silence after the chance was gone. He realized he had lived too long in the shadow of hesitation. In the darkness of his room, he whispered a promise. "The next time an opportunity comes, I will not delay. I will say yes." The test came sooner than expected. The following week, his manager entered the office with urgency in her voice. "Adam, we have an important visitor from headquarters tomorrow. Someone must present our department's results. The others are busy. Can you handle it?" Adam froze. His heart raced. This was the very moment he had feared for years. His mind filled with excuses. "I'm not ready. I need more time. Someone else can do it." The word "no" trembled on his lips. But then he remembered Mr. Patel's words. Opportunities don't wait. He thought of all the lost chances behind him. This was the moment to choose. With a deep breath, he forced himself to say, "Yes, I'll do it." The manager smiled with relief. "Good. You'll have 10 minutes tomorrow morning. Prepare carefully." When Adam sat at his desk that evening, fear tried to crush him. His palms sweated, his stomach turned. He had less than a day to prepare, but he had no choice. He opened his notebook and wrote 3 clear points about the team's results. He practiced them aloud in front of the mirror. His voice shook at first, but little by little, it grew steadier. He told himself, it doesn't need to be perfect. It only needs to be honest. That night, he barely slept. But when morning came, He dressed neatly, held his notes tightly, and entered the conference room. The room was larger than he expected. His manager sat near the front. The visitor from headquarters, a tall man with sharp eyes, sat in the center. Adam's throat dried as his name was called. He walked to the front. His legs trembled. His hands felt heavy. For a moment, fear screamed in his mind, "Run." But then he remembered his promise. He looked at the visitor, at his colleagues, and spoke. His voice cracked on the first sentence. A few people looked down, and for a second he wanted to stop, but he pressed forward. He explained the first point, then the second. With each word, his confidence grew. He raised his eyes, and people were listening. He reached the third point, and his voice grew strong. By the time he finished, the fear was gone. Silence hung in the air for a second. Then the visitor nodded. His manager clapped. Soon, the whole room joined. Adam felt warmth rush through his chest. He had done it, not perfectly, but bravely. That single choice to say yes instead of delaying changed everything. After the meeting, the visitor shook his hand. "Good work, Adam," clear and direct. His manager smiled proudly. His colleagues looked at him with new respect. Adam walked home that evening taller than before. He realized something powerful. The opportunity had not waited for him to feel ready. It had arrived suddenly, and he had seized it. That was the difference between his old life and his new one. From then on, Adam made a new rule for himself. Act within 24 hours when opportunity comes. No more waiting, no more excuses. He joined a local public speaking club where he practiced each week. At first, he stumbled, but he kept saying yes. Soon, he began leading small sessions at work. His fear weakened, his confidence grew. Months later, the company announced a leadership program. Many of Adam's colleagues hesitated. "Maybe next year," they said, but Adam applied immediately. He prepared with discipline, interviewed with courage, and earned a spot in the program. Step by step, he transformed from the silent worker in the corner to a respected team leader. One evening, Adam visited Mr. Patel again. He shared the story of his first presentation, the applause, and the new opportunities that followed. The old coach smiled. "Now you understand," he said. "Success does not wait for perfect timing. The right time is always now. The man who acts grows. The man who delays loses." Adam nodded with gratitude. He finally understood the truth that had hidden from him for so long. He had lived years in hesitation, and those years had given him nothing. But one decision to act, one choice to say yes had opened the road to transformation. He looked at his reflection that night and said aloud, "Opportunities don't wait. Neither will I. Opportunities don't wait. Say yes today, act with courage, and your life will change." I'm sure you've also had moments when you told yourself, "Not this time, maybe next one." We've all been there. Share your own experience in the comment side. Love to read them. Thanks for staying with me until the end.